Welcome to the Lux Leather House. How can I help you today?
I'd like some custom leather gloves.
Custom leather gloves. Okay, well, you're in the right place. We've been manufacturing custom gloves from Italian leather for over 50 years, so we can definitely help you with that. Okay. May I please have your name?
James.
James, okay. And what type of gloves are you interested in, James?
Do
you prefer slimmer, lighter gloves that you can wear in the spring, or maybe a thicker glove that you can use during the winter time?
Yeah, slimmer gloves.
Slim gloves?
For spring and fall time.
Spring and fall. And what do you intend to use the gloves for? Is it
keeping my hands warm?
Okay, so everyday use or maybe
whenever
occasional?
I go out. Yeah, occasional.
Occasional, okay. Occasional use. Over time, leather gloves will fit to form. But do you prefer them to be a bit looser to begin with or tighter? How would you like the fit to be?
Should be snug.
Snug?
Not too tight and not too loose.
Okay, so fitted.
Yeah.
Okay. And leather gloves are not waterproof. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure that you are aware since they are pretty expensive.
Yes.
Okay. So we have 4 different types of leather. We have cowhide, pig skin, goat skin, and deer skin. Are you familiar with these types?
No.
Of leather? Okay. So cowhide is a bit on the economical side. It's best for keeping your hands warm. It does not breathe too much, so you may be feeling your palms a little bit sweaty if you're using them for too long. It dries stiff after it gets wet, so you may not recover the form immediately if you get the glove wet. And it's not as flexible as the other types of leather. Now, pig skin is a bit more soft and porous. It's very comfortable, but again, it does not keep your hands very warm. And it's most durable, so it's going to be the most durable type of glove that you're going to get. So you're gonna, have it for the longest. Now, goat skin is soft, but it does not offer you any protection against abrasion and puncture. So if you're touching something sharp, it's going to puncture through on your skin. And finally, deer skin is the softest and forms to hand best over time. So the more you use it, the more it's going to mold to your hand. It's most comfortable, but it's also the least resistant to puncture and abrasion. So these are the pros and cons of the 4 different types of leather.
Thank you, that was very thorough.
Okay.
I would like the deer skin gloves.
The deer skin, okay. So that is the softest. It gives you the best fit over time, most comfortable, and least resistant to puncture and abrasion. Again, I just want to make sure that you get that.
Understood.
And it's also the most expensive out of all of the 4
That's fine.
that I mentioned. Okay. And what type of quality are you looking for? Are you looking for a full grain of leather or a split?
I don't know what that means.
Full grain is the material as it comes. The split is made from different parts of the skin of the animal?
Full grain.
Full grain. Okay. Full grain deer skin glove. Okay. And which one is your dominant hand?
Left.
Left hand. Okay. And what color do you prefer the glove to be? We can offer you different options. It can be black, it can be brown, light brown, dark brown, and we also have a very light shade of gray.
It should be black.
Black. Okay, I have you down for a black, full grain deer skin fitted glove. Okay. And what type of cuffs are you looking for? Do you want very snug cuff or maybe a little bit looser?
A little looser.
A little looser, okay. If the cuff is looser, then wind and air can easily get inside the glove during the winter time, so you may get a little bit cold. Okay.
Yes.
So looser cuff. How about the length of the glove? Do you prefer it to be, up to your wrist? That's a typical length.
Yeah.
Okay, so not anything.
No.
Maybe midway. No. Okay. And how fast do you need the gloves made?
I would like them within the week. Is that possible?
In the week, okay. So our production time for custom fitted gloves is anywhere between 2 weeks to 1 month, unfortunately.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I think I have all the information that I need. I'm going to measure your palms. I will first start by inspecting your hands. I'm going to be looking for any, deformities or asymmetries in your hands that may influence the fit. Then I will measure your fingers, your palms, and I also have here a mold that I'm going to be taking of your fingers and the palms to make sure that the fit is really snug and as accurate and as close to your skin as possible.
Okay.
Okay? I will sanitize my hands as well. We do want to be as safe as possible. Okay. You could please place your palms for me like this. Do you feel any pain or any tenderness in your fingers right now?
No.
No? Okay. I'm just touching and trying to feel for any deformities or abnormalities. I'm definitely feeling soft hands. What do you do for a living, sir?
Oh, I play the piano.
Okay, so definitely the hands of a pianist.
Thank you.
So you don't do any manual labor?
I haven't had to in a while.
Okay, very good. Your hands feel very soft, and it looks like you've protected them really well throughout your life.
I try.
So I'm not feeling any swelling or any extra hard spots that may indicate I need to add extra padding. Any tenderness right now?
No.
Okay, so no, definitely not feeling any hard or callous spots. Okay. Can you please turn them the other way for me? No redness, no swelling on your fingers. Do you feel your hands usually cold easily? No. Okay, so you have pretty good blood flow, blood circulation through them?
I would say so.
Can you turn them the other way? Do you wear any other jewelry on your hand?
No.
Okay. Do you usually get a lot of loose skin around your fingernails?
Yeah.
That's because of the dryness. Does it usually hurt?
Yes, sometimes. Sometimes it hurts.
Do you apply lotion on your hands?
Not there.
Okay. If you apply a little bit of lotion every day, it should help with the loose skin. So I'm definitely going to make sure that I leave a little bit of extra space so that the material is not too tight around your fingernails.
Thank you. That would help.
Yeah, definitely. And maybe a little more padding even around the nails area. That should help with the loose skin. And hopefully it won't rub off on the material and cause you any pain. How long do you usually keep your nails?
That's as long as they get.
Okay, so that's pretty short. Do you get any bleeding around your fingernails ever?
Rarely.
Very soft hand. Do the corners of your nails ever hurt?
No. They get dry and hard, but they don't hurt.
Okay, that's very good. Do you get any rashes on the top of your hands or on your knuckles?
No.
Okay. Do they ever hurt?
No.
Okay. That's very good. Definitely the hands of a pianist.
Thank you.
Okay. Now I'm going to draw, starting with your right hand. I'm going to draw it on a piece of paper, both your left and your right hand, and all of this information and data will be used by our production team during the manufacturing process.
That sounds good.
Okay, so we're starting with your right hand. Okay, please place it. Okay, I'm going to draw a rough sketch of your palm. It's not going to be an accurate measurement, but that will allow me to overlay all the other measurements in their correct locations. Okay?
Right or left?
We will start with your right hand.
Here you are.
And you mentioned that you only want the glove up to your wrist.
Yes.
Okay, very good. You can take your hand off. I'll keep is right here. If you could please place your palm down, back on the table. I will take a rough measurement of your wrist with my caliper. From the middle of your wrist to the pinky. From the middle of your wrist to the top of your thumb. And from the middle of your wrist to the top of your index finger. Okay. That is enough for the caliper. Next up, I will use a very precise electronic caliper to get the actual length of each one of your fingers. Starting with your thumb. And the measurements will be in inches. That's 2.49. $3.29. Your next finger is precisely 3.69 inches in length. Your ring finger is 3.53 inches. And your pinky is 2.89 inches. Okay. I will measure from the top, middle of your wrist to your most prominent knuckle. That is 3.74 inches. Gonna get a measurement that is very precise of your wrist. That is 2.55 inches. Okay. I'm also going to measure the circumference of your wrist and of your palm. So circumference of your inch is precisely 7.5 inches. And the circumference of your palm around your knuckles is precisely 8.5 inches. Okay, can you please open your palm for me as well? Okay, I'm gonna measure from the top of your wrist all the way to your longest finger, and that is precisely 9 inches. Okay, very good, sir. We are going to do the other hand next. If you could please place your left hand with your palm down. Okay, I'm going to get a rough sketch of your hand that will allow me to overlay the other precise measurements in their correct location. Okay. Please place your palm down. I will take a rough measurement of your wrist with the caliper. Okay. top of your wrist to the top of your thumb. From the middle of your wrist to the top of your index finger. Middle of your wrist to the top of your pinky. Very good. Now I will use again the caliper for very precise measurement of the length of your fingers. Okay, starting with the thumb. That is 2.33. Your index finger on your left hand is 3.36. Your next finger is 3.57. Your ring finger is 3.39 precisely, and your smallest finger is 2.90 inches. Okay, taking a very accurate measurement of your wrist, that is 2.43. Your other wrist was 2.55. It's very common that our hands are not symmetric. Okay, I will measure from the middle of your wrist to your index finger and the middle of your wrist to the longest finger. Is the measurement tape. Precisely 8 inches. And then from the middle of your wrist to the most long, that is 7.9. Okay. And I'm also going to measure the circumference of your wrist. That is 7.5, and the circumference of your palm, that is precisely 9. Okay, and this was for the left hand. And the first set of measurements we took was for your right hand. I would also like to measure the actual width of each one of your fingers. So if you could please give me your right hand one more time, right over here, so I can see it. Okay, your thumb is 0.66. Your index finger is 0.60. Your next finger is 0.63, 0.64, and your pinky on your right is precisely 0.56 in width. Okay, and your left hand. Your thumb is 0.78. inches in with your index finger is 0.60. Your next hand is precisely 0.62. Okay. Your ring finger is 0.62. And your pinky is 0.53. Okay. Okay, very good, sir. I think I have all the measurements that I need. I can put this aside. And my caliper. Now, I'm gonna send this to our production team. And they will be handled with care. Next up, I would like you to actually try a sample of our gloves that we have here in the shop. They're just a sample, but it's going to give me an idea of just how well the material fits on your skin, and you can let me know whether the softness is okay for you or whether you'd want anything more custom than what we have here with this sample. Okay, if you could please put them on. Right. Okay. How do they feel?
A little tight.
A little tight, okay. Can you close your palms? Tight.
It's a bit tight.
Okay.
Yes, my knuckles are having trouble fitting.
Okay, so a little bit too tight around the knuckles. Can you spread them really wide?
Tight.
Okay, that is too tight. And how about the length?
Length is okay.
Okay. Do you feel your fingers a little bit constricted, or the top of the fingers?
Not so much.
Not too much. Okay, they are a little bit long, but we took very precise measurements, so the length is not going to be a problem. We're going to be very precise. And how about your palms? How do your palms feel?
Tight.
Tight, okay.
I spread them, it stretches the leather.
Okay, so definitely the inside of the palm is too tight. Okay. Do you feel warm in them, or
You
just
feel warm.
a little bit too warm? Okay, well, it is warm inside here as well. And how about the material inside? How does that feel?
Soft and nice, I like it.
Okay. And how about the cuffs?
Nice and loose, maybe. I like them a little bit tighter.
Okay. A little bit tighter. That's going to give you some extra protection if any wind or any cold air flows around your hands. A little bit of a tighter cuff is going to protect you from that. Okay. Okay. Can you open your hands, close them?
A lot of force.
Okay. So this particular pair is a little bit too tight for your comfort.
Yes.
Okay.
You can take them off now. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for being so patient while I took all the measurements of your palms and your fingers. Next up, I'm going to be using this clay here. It's a special clay that is used in the creation of custom gloves. And I'm going to place this at the tip of each one of your fingers, and we are going to let the clay sit for a couple of minutes to harden, and then I will remove the clay and I will send this along with all the data that we took to the production team.
Okay.
If you could please sanitize one more time. And I will put on gloves. It's going to allow me to mold the clay much more easy if I were to just not have anything on my skin. Okay. Okay, we'll start with your right hand. Okay, let's keep it right there. Your index finger. Okay. Your ring finger. And your pinky. Okay. This one has hardened, I can remove it. Okay. That's perfect. Okay, very good. These three need a little more time to harden. I will prepare the clay for the next left hand. We will start with the thumb. We will give these a couple of minutes to harden, and I'll prepare the mold for your palms. That's perfect. I will remove the mold from your fingers, and we will take a final imprint of your palms, and the session will be over. Okay, perfect. The molding really came out excellent. Okay, please give me your palm. Good. The clay really started to harden on me. Okay, this is good. Okay. Perfect. Okay, we'll give this 1 minute, and then I will remove the imprint. Perfect. Okay, thank you so much, sir. One final sanitization. Okay, James, thank you very much for coming in today. I believe I have all the information from you that I need. I have all your measurements and the molding that we took of all your fingers and your palms. I will send all of that to our production company, and it's going to be somewhere between 2 to 4 weeks. In about a week and a half, we're going to give you a call so you can come in for a first meeting, and then again we'll give you a call when the gloves are ready.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. It was great meeting you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.